Welcome back to another episode of Rage Mars Survival Series, number 19. I had an idea that I wanted to go ahead and try out, just kind of a defensive idea. Let me check for creepers here real quick. And what I was thinking about is just another way to create a defensive structure using just a few different materials. So I thought I would just kind of pick a random direction and maybe just try out this building. So I'm just going to kind of look for a good spot to put up basically a test building. You'll see a lot of this on other people's servers where, you know, they just pick little areas and they'll maybe run a track test, or they'll run a mining test, or they'll run a mob trap test, those kind of things. And so it's kind of similar here. So I'm going to go ahead and head towards the west. See a creeper here I have to deal with. You can see my horrible archery skill. And perfect. I do have a pretty full inventory at the moment. It's because I'm carrying a lot of materials over to where I want to test something out. Again, I haven't really built much out in this direction. I've only really explored. So I figured I would just go ahead and use something over here. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a spot that looks good enough that maybe it was like a starting place, or an idea that, like, as if this world were brand new, and then I was going to go ahead and make a structure. So I'm just going to swim across this deep water here, which eventually I think I do want to do something involving either over water, underwater, that kind of thing. I know I'm going to do something with that lava over there on the left also, but I'm not sure what yet. Let's gather a few more materials as I go. And again, just looking for a spot that would maybe be like a starting area, or, you know, something I would do like if I had just first arrived on the map. I started cutting down some wood, trying to figure out, you know, where do I want to stay? Do I want to dig in the ground and have a cave system? Do I want to go to the top of a hill and create a fort? Do I want to go on top of a tree and create a tree fort? You know, what types of things do I want to do? And this experiment is a little bit about kind of another idea that I had while building structures. And I wanted to test some of the materials from the Hell region also. So this area looks kind of good. I mean, kind of a small wooded area, so plenty of materials. I also have lots of water. Lots of cave systems around to explore. Kind of a nice little spot. Something that I would probably, if the game were brand new, just say, yeah, this is a good spot to go ahead and start. Well, I also had a request to not only just talk about what I'm building, and maybe just show you different stages of that building, but to actually show the building itself. So to me, I don't know if this is boring to some people to watch, you know, me place blocks as I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Some people may like to watch that to see, you know, kind of what's going on. Other people may be thinking, hey, why doesn't he just fast forward and show us the finished product? But I think in this episode, and maybe the next one, I'm just going to show you how I'm building, what I'm building, and then I'll try to talk and give you a little idea of what I'm thinking about while I'm building. The premise here is to use water as kind of a buffer between creatures at night, and then to kind of limit the land mass that they can get to you. So my idea is to build kind of this structure right off of a shore of some sort, and then have just a few things that would go ahead and kill any monsters or stop any monsters or mobs from going ahead and getting me. So right now I'm just creating the ground that I'm going to work on here. And again, this is all just to control what sides or angles or places these mobs can come at me. Now obviously I have a lot more tools here and materials than I would if I had just started, but this is just an experiment, so I just want to see what I can do first. And actually I don't even have much dirt, so I'm going to have to go ahead and grab a bunch of dirt. So just grab materials. I'll use these to go ahead and build. And once I have kind of this worked out, and I've practiced it once or twice, it'll be one of those things that'll become very easy for me to build whenever I start a new map, if it's successful. It may not be, it may not, it's just an idea that I have to kind of have an elevated position that I control. Something that I could build fairly quickly, although, it'll depend how much dirt I need. I do have a lot of materials here. So gather a few more materials. Always need wood. Can never have too much wood. I'm going to start with just a dirt foundation. Try to keep things symmetrical. So again, a structure to control where I can be attacked from. Building kind of a staircase elevated position, so that way anything swimming shouldn't be able to get to me. Build enough of a platform that I can build upon. The idea I was kind of having here that's kind of been formulating was almost like the idea of a covered fortified bridge almost. So it's a bridge that can get you from one side to the other over the water, but in the middle of the structure is some type of covered structure which also can serve as fortification. So something that I could create pretty quickly if I have enough dirt or materials. I am using Ovo's Rustic Texture Pack. It's kind of one I've been liking recently, and so I've kind of used it quite a bit. I don't know, it's something about the way he did his cobblestone is really cool, and I like to build with it. Or if Ovo's a girl, and the way she did the cobblestone, and I like using it. I'm going to go ahead and grab a bunch more dirt here. So the plan could be that I could build a wooden shovel or two pretty quickly. I could gather quite a bit of dirt fairly quickly before the sun set and get a pretty good start on the structure. Go ahead and start lining in some cobblestone. At least, you know, a couple blocks high. So allow me to continue to work. I could use wood here, I could use dirt. I know it's getting a little dark, I'll put up some torches here in just a second. There we go, I know it's a little dark for you guys watching. Oh. Alright, so what I did is I just kind of quickly went through and I finished the torch part. I had to pause recording there a moment. Now I'm back. I did lay down a few more torches and now I'm just building the basic structure that's going to be the covered structure that should keep me safe through the night. Trying to figure out how big I really want it. And a lot of times that's I just kind of guess or just look at it. I don't build really big typically. I have yet to put together a mega structure. Alright, so this looks like we're pretty close to what I'm thinking about. This is at least the outlines of the structure. I should be safe at an elevated position above the water. Shouldn't be too hard to create, even though I did use cobblestone and sand and things like that. I'll go ahead and create a few more things that I need. Grab me some wood planks. And I'll go ahead and make a door. I'll probably need more than one. I see a creeper out there in the distance. Hopefully he stays over there. Okay, looks like he's not coming this way. I'm going to make a few of the stone slabs here, kind of for steps and things. Really need to clear my inventory out, but I want to get this built before I'm killed. This is the dangerous part, building at night. You have to constantly look behind you.